back to Brunch Tales. Today we are at Boss Chicken and Beer. It is Tuesday, right after the Easter holiday weekend. We're going to do a quick check-in. How was your weekend? How's the day been going?
So the day's been going crazy, but the weekend was good. And for Easter, I was with my parents all day, with my mom.
That's good. That's a good vibe. Did you actually go to church? Did you hunt
Oh,
Easter
I
eggs?
forgot.
And all
I did
that?
go to church. I didn't hunt Easter eggs, but I actually went to a 3-hour service, and I'm proud of myself for staying. And
You stayed the whole time?
The whole time.
Were you on time?
And I was on time because there were still people coming in behind us. And then I went to my parents' house, and I don't know why I feel more peaceful being at my mom's house, and I literally could sleep at her house like all day, more than I can nap at my own house. So I did that, and she doesn't celebrate holidays.
No, I don't celebrate holidays. Even when I was growing up as Christian, like
Capitalism.
It is capitalism, and they're all pagan holidays. And I grew up in a non-denominational Christian family, so we didn't even celebrate Easter because that wasn't really our thing as non-denominational Christians. So I had my nephew with my mom all weekend because my two younger sisters had went on a girls' trip to Charlotte, and that was a really good experience. I really enjoyed spending time with him. He's such a sweet baby, but I'm very, very glad that I can give him back.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yesterday when I went out to eat with my family, my little brother that had his baby on Christmas, he brought the baby. I was so obsessed. I posted him. Did you see him?
No, I didn't.
I'll have to show you. But today we're going to be doing meme talk, going over our favorite memes.
We literally send this shit all day.
The only reason why I have Instagram or anything. So I found a couple that I liked on here. Okay, so first meme that I found, I wanted to personally ask you how you felt about it. I don't care, we're grown. I want to see it before we link. Ain't finna cat dick fish me. So, when is it acceptable to start sexting, and how do you check out his pack instead of directly asking for it?
Damn, that's actually a good one. I gotta be honest with you, because I feel like you want to be careful about how quickly you turn things sexual when you meet a new person. So I feel like if you do it too quick, then it's like there's no turning back from it. And then now the expectations out there that you're hot in the pants and ready to go. So I would say as far as the sexting is concerned, I would have needed to been having consistent conversation with you for at least a week or two before we start talking about our genitals and stuff like that. As far as how you ask to see the package, I honestly don't know. But I feel like my dick jar is top tier. So I've never, okay, I'm lying. I had one experience with a small penis, but I feel like one experience out of being sexually active for 16 years is not bad. So I usually can tell, whether or not they got what I'm looking for or not. But I honestly have no, how do you ask, do you actually ask for dick pictures? I know you don't want an unsolicited one. Nobody wants an unsolicited dick pic, but how do you actually ask to see what it's in for?
Okay, so for one, when is it acceptable to start sexting? So to answer the meme, I don't want to see it before we link, because now, before we even link, now you're more focused on us, on my genitals, than even trying to get to know me. So you're more focused on that than getting to know me. So that's number one. Number two, I'm more so I'm not a time limit person. It's just more so when I feel comfortable with something. So I don't have an actual time, but I do know I don't want it to be before we link. And I definitely just want it to be around a time where we're I don't know, just a little bit more comfortable with each other. Because if you do, even if we're talking and we went on one date, if you send me an unsolicited dick pic, I will not text you back anymore. I won't meet up with you anymore, nothing, because now it's
it's sexual assault. You have assaulted me.
Yeah, because what? And as far as me asking, I feel I don't know how I would ask, because I don't really ask for them, but even if you tell a man, send me a pic, he's just going to assume that you want a dick pic, and that's what he's going to send. So.
Oh, really?
I feel, yeah, because I feel how many guys are thinking that you actually want a picture of their face that you can see on Instagram? You know what I mean?
So am I cheesy then? Because like,
No, you're
if
not.
I like you and
I
I like you,
would.
but like you're a super cutie, yeah, I want to see it like a nice, handsome picture of
Yes,
you.
I like seeing it sometimes too, but I feel like when you're dealing with certain people, send me a pic. Some people think like, oh, well, you've seen my regular pictures already on social media. Obviously, you want to see something else.
But I want something for me. I want something that's like
Understandable.
specifically to give to me.
Understandable.
Or like a picture like for me to set as your contact picture. You know,
now, see,
like
when
shit
someone
like
does send me a handsome pic, I gotta save it in my phone.
So maybe I'm just like disgusting because I literally said like a week or two into it, I wasn't even really considering whether or not we hung out yet. And I also said, to be completely honest with you, I like Jack videos. Like, girl, like a good,
do you?
Yes. Like if you have like a nice looking,
and you want to see him play with it.
I mean, I don't like the way that sounds, but yes, I do.
That's what he's doing essentially. He's playing with that shit.
If you have a nice looking penis and you know how to like nicely like grip and stroke your penis, and I don't like a nonchalant like man that doesn't make noises when he has sex. So like I want to hear you kind of like moan a little bit.
Well, I want to hear you moan or talk to me, whichever one suits you.
Yeah, like I want that. I kind of want to hear you like moan a little bit. Like I definitely want to see like the eruption. You know what I'm saying? Like I yes. The answer is yes. I like Jack videos, yes. But I don't want you to just send me one. I want for me to ask you for one. And I feel like if I'm asking for one,
and you take it for me.
Yeah, I feel like if I ask you for one, we're like, I'm more than likely gonna fuck you soon, and I'm just really asking for one to kind of just like.
Is this verification for you?
No, not necessarily, but it could be. You know what I'm saying? Like again, to be able to actually see the peen, and then see like how. Like if a man doesn't even really know his own body, are you going to be like fucking me for 45 minutes and then try to make it seem like you haven't came and it's a me problem when it's probably really a you problem? You know what I'm saying? Like I need a man that knows his body.
And one more thing is to touch on this. Do I want to see a dick pic? So maybe you could be cool when we meet online or whatever the case may be. But what if we meet in person and you're cool, but I'm not necessarily feeling you on that level? It's kind of like I'm happy you didn't send me a dick picture. So, yeah. Because sometimes there's people that I've met and it's like, they're really nice guys, but they're just not my type of nice guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we can be cool. You can invite me wherever. We could probably even go out to eat again, but
it's hard to do that once the dick's already. Yeah. Once he's up the dick, it's kind of hard to go back.
No, I don't like you or your dick. Like,
it's kind of hard to go back. I can agree with that. So then the final answer to the question then is sexting.
I don't want to see it before we link. That's my answer. Okay. I don't want to see it before we link.
That's fair.
Before we fuck, yes, I want to see it.
Okay.
But before we link, no.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I really don't want to have any sexual conversation with you at all, at least a week or two into us like consistently talking, consistently having other conversation. Like I don't want to 5 text messages in, you're like, you know, so what do you like? You know what I'm saying? Like what are you into? And like that kind of shit, like nah. I'm gonna be completely turned off. But if it like if the conversation organically comes up, I won't shy away from it, but I'm not gonna get like too deep into it. You know what I mean? Right. I'm open.
And like before, I probably would have been open to having sex with a big dick nigga that I don't really like at a certain age, but now I just don't. It's a lot of pressure. I can't waste my time if I don't like you. I just can't, and I won't.
And you're not about to be rearranging my guts. Like,
no, I'm not trying to exchange energy with anybody unnecessarily. I don't want to waste anybody's. I don't want to do no shit like that.
Well, so my next topic was my worst fear is taking a girl on a trip and her outfits be ugly. So with the travel season approaching, what are some do's and don'ts for a vacation?
Okay, so I'm sorry to anybody who looks ugly on their vacation, but us women, we do too much preparing and too much shopping prior to going on a trip. So your outfit being ugly, I don't know. And don't say y'all bitches be wearing cheap shit because you know what, my Shein outfits be fire, okay? And you wouldn't know I got them from there. But for your outfits to be ugly on vacation is a stretch for a woman who has a planned out vacation. So I don't know what's ugly though to you. Like, is it like we're supposed to be going out to brunch and you look like a bum? Is that, or is your outfit you just think it's cute and it's not? Is that what you mean?
But I would say my advice on do's and don'ts for a vacation, like when you said hair, as a black woman, do not go somewhere hot with a straight weave. You're playing yourself, you're playing yourself, you're playing yourself. And that man does not want to have to wait for you for 45 minutes to an hour before y'all go to fucking dinner because you want to take forever to fix your wig, your weave, your clip-ins, whatever the case may fucking be. Baby girl, get you some braids. And if you don't have time or can't afford or don't want to spend the extra money on the braids, my suggestion would be to wear your hair in its natural state and figure out a couple of cute, like little to-dos that you can do, like on the quick fly that you know is going to look good. Because I can guarantee you that man would rather you have a basic hairstyle to go to dinner than you then made y'all late for your reservation because you took a fucking hour to do your fucking weave. So the don't would definitely be don't choose a bad hairstyle for a hot vacation.
The don't is for the hairstyle is agreeable because I went on vacation with like on a girls trip before, and some of the girls would not do any excursions whatsoever because of their hair. And it's like, I know you want to be cute and everything, but at the same time, if you can't do anything that we paid for, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing too, I understand certain environments require you to wear mom shit, and that's understandable because I'm a mom. But if we're on vacation and we're with, I don't give a fuck, honestly. If we're on vacation, please don't think I'm about to wear these.
Why would you need to wear mom stuff on a vacation? Unless you're at the kiddie pool.
And that's just the thing, like, I don't feel the need. Like, my daughter knows what I look like. I'm not saying I want to be around y'all's kids with, you know, a super revealing bathing suit. But on vacation, like, fuck what people are talking about. Please don't wear this old lady outfit to brunch. Please don't wear that fucking one piece bathing suit that's just like, you know,
no,
those
no
Speedo,
cutouts or anything.
You know, the Speedo suits. Like,
Right.
yes, please don't do that. We are not at the Y, bitch. Get it together.
I would say a do that you should do is schedule around being on your cycle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Specifically for a vacation. Maybe not so much as when you're with your friends because it might be difficult to find the time if you're going with multiple women where y'all all aren't on your period. But if you know that you're going somewhere with a man, definitely make sure that you guys schedule around you being on your cycle because there's nothing worse than spending all of that fucking money and going to somewhere that's beautiful and like getting drunk and like having a good time and y'all can't like do nothing. You know what I mean? Like that's the worst fucking thing ever. So a do would be schedule around your period. Another don't would be check your fucking attitude. Because who wants to argue? How you mad on vacation?
On the whole vacation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, but who wants to argue on vacation? Like, I don't want to do that. I feel like any bullshit that we've gone to prior to this trip is irrelevant when we're on that fucking trip. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about any grievances, whether they be mine or yours. Baby, we're on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Let's make the most of the experience. I had one of my guy friends tell me he had went on a trip and it was like a group trip, but a girl was there that he was like had like an off and on dealing with, and I guess like they hooked up, and when she went to sleep, he went through her phone. Strike one. And so when she woke up,
strike three. Forget about strike one.
When she woke up, immediately it was an argument. I be goddamn if I got a passport stamp and we're arguing. We done crossed country lines. And we're now arguing next to the palm trees in the ocean because you wanted to go through my phone while I was asleep. Like, baby, I just gave you the pussy. What more do you want? So I would definitely say, do check your fucking attitude. Check your attitude before you go on that vacation. You better air out whatever grievances you have, whatever problems you have. Solve that shit before you fucking go. Do not bring that shit up during the trip.
Yeah, facts. Because as soon as your nigga gets home, first person he's not going to want to be around
is you. And he's going to be like, bitch, and for real, he's probably not going to really want to be around you anyways because he just spent all
All
that time,
this
with,
time
you.
with you.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not even like a diss to you. It's just literally like, as
People
a
need
human being,
air.
I need space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just was with you. We had a fucking bomb. We had a great time. But like, I might need my space. I need some time away from you.
Just like when I went on vacation with my family, obviously I love my mom. I can see her whenever. Like, I'm close with my mom. I love my mom. But you know what? After we did a week-long vacation together, I had to take a little bit of time from her, from my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? I had to take a little bit of time because it's just too much. You know, you're around each other from the moment you wake up. You're doing shit together. You go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Not saying I had to take a big break from them, but you know, I did need a few days to not be around anybody after that.
Don't expect me to come to the house. I'm not going to be super active in the group text. Like, just give me.
I'll come over
time.
in a month. Thank you.
So on a vacation, give me one do and one don't. On a vacation. On a vacation, one do and one don't.
Okay, on a vacation, don't assume that you and your nigga are just gonna be fucking on this whole vacation because it's not gonna happen. Like,
hold on, why not?
It's not all because, like, me personally, I do want to get bent over a balcony, but I also want to go through like fun experiences because we fuck at home all day long. Like, I feel like we should not be locked up in this room for most of the day. Like, we should be out the fuck side. Yeah.
Okay, I could agree with that.
Unless you want to fuck me outside.
We gotta go back to the room though. So I think every day of the trip we should be having sex.
Okay, before we go to bed, great. But I just feel like the room, I don't think people should, you know how people like really nice like hotel rooms and everything? I don't think that the room should be the main. No, it shouldn't, because we're not going to be in here like that. We just need somewhere clean and sanitary to stay the night at, and we're going to be gone. But if you're speaking of vacations, I would say mostly scheduling around your period, because that's going to ruin the man's part of the vacation is going to be ruined, you know, because that's the first thing he's looking forward to, you know, scheduling around your period. And any arguments you have, just hold it either till you're done or make sure you get it out the way before you go. So there's that. And let me see. You know what? I don't really like family vacations anymore. There's too many arguments. So I would say, please don't invite your whole fucking family on our vacation. It's a don't for me. Oh, just a vacation?
We're talking about a vacation.
Honestly, those are the two main things. Because for real, if you really, like, obviously you and your partner fuck with each other. So if you guys have fun together all the time, I think that's the main thing. Make sure I can physically, you know, be sexual and also have a good time. That's pretty much it. And I don't feel like you and your nigga gotta be matching each other's fly. Is what y'all should be matching each other's fly. Like, I remember, I'm not gonna say her names, but I went out of town one time, and I don't know, this man just thought he was about to wear this shirt, Jennifer. Like, it was just not
fresh.
It was like the 45-year-old man shirt, and it was like the shirt that I wasn't going for. So you can't wear that. And he was like, "You be criticizing me," and whoa. Babe, I'm not criticizing you. I am wearing a sexy ass outfit. I cannot have you wearing this papa ass fucking shirt and some Air Maxes, right? Like, and then New Balances at the time. Like, bro, I can't do this right now. New Balances are slick as fuck.
But they're not really vacation wear.
But you can't wear them with the shirt that you just can't wear it with that damn shirt. And I don't know. Oh, and you know how the niggas be trying to wear them on vacations? How they be trying to wear the Hawaiian button down.
But you gotta have the body for it.
You gotta have the body and the outfit, because you cannot just. You gotta have the cute shorts to go with it, the cute shoes. You can't just have.
And when I say the body,
the
like,
Hawaiian
you
shirt.
can either have the super athletic body, or you can have the dad bod with confidence. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be like walking around looking like Porky the Pig in a Hawaiian shirt.
Don't wear a fedora. I know. You know, whatchamacallit, was wearing fedoras when I was talking to him. Ain't no fedoras, girl. Please don't wear a fedora with a Hawaiian shirt is all I'm asking.
I think you're doing too much. At that point, you look like a Pinterest tag. I would say a do on a vacation is do bring your own money.
But no. See, you're speaking of vacations. Like, I think that's a given. I think we both should have our own money. But obviously, to everyone, it's not a given. It's not. So let me think deeper into the do's and don'ts then.
So do bring your own money on a vacation. I'm sure that you guys have probably like decided that you were going to split up. And it's not even just pay for something. Yes, pay for something, but in any situation, if there is an emergency or you just decide, like, you know what, this is the trip that I decided I was breaking up with this motherfucker. You need to have your own fucking money to buy your plane ticket home or to get another room while you're there, whatever the case may be. Do bring your own money. And I would think that a big don't is, and I learned this in like my first like real serious relationship as an adult woman with a grown man. Don't be closed-minded. Be open-minded. Be willing to try something
As far
new.
as having a threesome?
What the fuck? Girl, you just took it off the fucking deep.
You said be open-minded. That's
When I say
open-minded
be
to
open-
me on
when
a
I-
vacation.
When I say be open-minded, I mean if you're the type of girl who's like, oh, I'm not an outside girl, I don't really like getting dirty.
Girl,
bitch,
boo.
get your ass on the back of that AT fucking V.
And let's jump
Get your-
off this cliff.
Get your ass on the back of that ATV and get fucking dirty. Get in that fucking mud. If you guys go to a restaurant and he wants to order, you know, an appetizer and he's like, babe, you know, try this. And you're like, I don't even eat that. No, eat it. Unless you're allergic, bitch, eat it. If you don't like it, you can spit it out and you never have to eat the shit again. But at least try. I would say vacations are literally for experiences and memories. So you should do the most that you can to make it worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say don't be closed-minded. Go into the situation and be as open-minded as you possibly can be. And hopefully that also makes him be more open to wanting to experience and share things with you as well, especially if he knows like, man, anything I throw at her, like she's down to at least try it with me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you just being like so like closed-minded and immediately you're like, I'm not into that, because I think men take that as like you have an attitude
or you're too good for it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because he's like, damn girl, like I'm trying to do something with you and like you're shitting on it without even trying to experience it. So
that goes into the hairdo shit as well. Bitches are, if they got their face caked up in a brand new hairdo, they're not going to do anything besides take pictures. They're not going to want to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally experienced that. People like, oh, I can't get my hair wet, or no, I need to take pictures for this and this. I personally am on vacation to kick it. And no, I'm not going to be out here looking crazy with my man, but at the same time, we're going to have fun, babe.
I would say from my experiences with like going on trips with men, it's like dinner time is for you to be like put on. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like when y'all get up and like go get your breakfast and like sit out in the sun and like feel the breeze, like you don't have to do all that extra shit. Bitch, put on a romper, throw your fucking hair up, you know what I'm saying?
Some lip
brush
gloss,
your, you know, do some little shit and like go and sit and have a good time. When it's time to go on that excursion, girl, bring them sneakers that you don't give a fuck about ruining and go throw them sneakers on it and go ride that horse, get on that ATV, you know what I'm saying? Do the boogie board shit, like be open to all of that. And then at the end of the day, I would hope that I'm an itinerary type bitch. So I got a whole itinerary. I done planned everything out. We have shit lined up. So our reservation, if our dinner reservation is at 7 or 8 o'clock, that's when you can take your 45 minutes to an hour to do your makeup, do your hair, put on that sexy like vacation dress. Like that's when you can do that. Like I would definitely say reserve the sexy for later in the fucking day, especially because let's be for real, most vacation locations it's hot as fuck and you got on a whole fucking face of makeup and it's 97 degrees outside. Like please be for real.
Another don't be on your vacation wasting your time talking to every motherfucker back at home. Like, please enjoy the vacation. Like, why is it that you're having a half-hour conversation on FaceTime with whoever? Like, we are supposed to be kicking it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe when I'm back at the room, I'll call, like, you know, whoever I want to call. Yeah, while I'm getting dressed, whatever. But if we out and you just want to show everyone where we at, bitch, can you chill the fuck out?
Live in the moment.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think that would be a don't. I remember one time I was talking to this older man. He was like 40, 43 or something. And every time we went out to eat, obviously I never posted him. I was never like petty like that. I never posted him. But I would always post our, you know how I like to do, the cute food, the cute drinks. Girl, this man straight told me like he don't like that. And so when I'm with him, I'm not allowed to do that.
Well, I mean, he don't like it. Like what? Like, are you stopping him from being able to eat his meal because you need to take a picture of it first?
No, he just feels like, you know, when you, like how you said about your dad, when you're just an older person, they feel like it's just like, why the fuck would you just take a picture of your food? And in my defense, it's like, I just think it looks pretty and I want to take a picture of it. I want people to know where I ate. But to them, it's like, you're doing too much. why are you taking a picture of everything? You know what I'm saying? So,
So when I had went to that pizza spot with Cincy, you know who Cincy is. When I went with him to this pizza spot and the pizza head came out, I had grabbed my phone to like move it out of the way on the table, and he was like, "Are you about to take a picture of the pizza?" And I was like, "No, I'm moving my phone out the way." And he was like, "Oh, okay, I thought you was about to be one of them kind of girls." And I said, "And if I want to take a picture of the fucking pizza, then I can take a picture of the pizza." I said, "But that's not even what I was about to do, babes. Like, you're so quick." But it's like you're so quick to be like, don't do that, or like, oh my god, you're so quick to like throw judgment. And it's like I wasn't even about to do that, nigga. Like, relax. It's okay, because if I want to take a picture of the shit, I will. But most of the time, I usually don't give a fuck, to be honest. Like if I take a picture, it's like of my individual plate, and it's just a quick picture just for like the memory of it, and then I keep it pushing. Like when my family goes to Disney World, I take a picture of every dish that I have because their food is like so good. It's so good. They plate it so pretty. Like to me, that's worth taking a picture of. You acting like I'm about to take a picture of the Happy Meal box or something. You know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm not taking a picture of some regular basic shit.
Yeah. And other do's and don'ts of vacations. See, some of the do's and don'ts we talked about, I feel like were friendcations. Please bring your own fucking money because I'm not doing this. But if I'm on a vacation, I'm going to bring my own money, but I would want to assume that my man got me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But us in 2024, I don't want to assume anything.
But honestly,
the shit that I be seeing,
even on a vacation, unless I just know that like my man is like paid,
right.
I probably, if nothing else, I paid for my own flight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
absolutely.
he probably paid for the resort. We might have like split like the excursion price, and he's probably gonna pay for all of our meals. But like I'm always down to pay for my own flight. You know what I'm saying? If I can't pay $400 to $600 for my own flight, I don't have no business going wherever it is that we're about to go, that you're about to pay $2,000 for the fucking resort fee and all that shit. Like if I can't fucking fly myself there, I don't have no business going. So I'm always down
to pay for my own meals because I feel like if I can't pay for my own food, then I definitely shouldn't be going nowhere.
I agree.
But yeah,
I agree. But I don't like you said. I would definitely hope that the person who I'm with is just gonna be like, babe, I got it. You know what I mean? Like. But that's, like you said, don't assume that. That's kind of like a conversation you have.
I would expect to pay for it. Like, you know when it's like, okay, just pay for your own ticket and I got everything else. I'm kind of used to those type of situations, and I'm cool with that. But you want me to pay for my ticket and pay for all my shit while we out here, babe? I'm not going with you no more.
I can invite my homegirls. I can invite my homegirls, and we can do this our way. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to suck dick every night.
And what's crazy is, I don't have to do nothing. If I want one of my homegirls to pay for something, they're gonna do it. You know, it's just like I would for them. So it's just way too much extra with niggas sometimes. I'll just invite my friend. Never mind, babe. Just forget about it.
Don't even worry about it. So our next meme talks is a meme that I chose, and I chose it for a specific reason. Once I see that crescent moon on your lock screen when we link, I already know you're a. So really, when I had went to dinner with my dad not too long ago, he had took his phone out and it was like face down on the table. And so I was like,
wait, was it just you there?
It was just me.
Oh, okay.
But even I'm like, what you got to hide? And he was like, what? And I was like, why you got your phone face down on the table? He was like, I don't know what that means, Jen. And I said, Dad, you got your phone face down, it comes across like you don't want for me to be able to see what comes up on your screen. And he was like, is that what y'all be thinking about? He's like, that shit is ridiculous. You putting way too much thought into it. I said, you saying that because you're 70.
Sounds just like an old school person.
I'm like, you're saying that because you're 70. But if you was my man, I said, I would have snatched that fucking phone up so goddamn quick. And he was like, what? He was like, y'all just be doing too much. Y'all be thinking too deep into it. He said, I put my phone down because I'm paying attention to you. And I'm like, you sound just like a nigga. Just like a nigga.
Yeah, he's paying attention to you, baby. He didn't want to be distracted while you were talking to him.
Is their phone being on DND or face down on the table a sign that they're up to no good?
I think it's, okay, so wait. DND, not so much, right? But I feel like the face down, you're double up to no good. Because even when you have a man or a woman, like personally, like when I had a man, I didn't care for him to see if one of my male friends were calling me. I didn't care for him to see if, a male was calling me because he knew that I had male friends. Now, Just like the same thing with him. I knew he was cool with his hair lady or whatever. Like, I don't care if they send you a text or a call, but you got your phone face down. That means that you're definitely hiding something either with one of these people who are supposedly one of your friends or with another person. But I think the face down shit is extra up to no good because it doesn't matter who you're with and it doesn't matter who comes up on your phone as long as I'm not like you can't even let your man see that a man is calling you. You're doing something. So that's how I feel.
So you think that the phone down is worse than DND?
Yes, it is because DND can be I get up at 7 in the morning and I don't want none of you bitches calling me is what DND could be, or I don't want to be bothered. I'm trying to make excuses for people who put their phone on DND like me,
Okay.
but it's only after I put it on night mode, I would say. So after 10:30 because I really don't want my phone to be like I don't want Instagram notifications or none of that after a certain time because I can care less. But my phone being face down, it's not face down in front of nobody. Not when I was in a relationship, not when I was just fucking with somebody. Like, I just think there's a problem if you can't even let a person see
your
not
screen.
that they need to be looking, but okay, you're asking about that. What about the people who don't even have notifications?
What does that mean? What do you mean they don't have notifications?
They don't have, not that they don't have them on, but people don't even have it to where, listen, you see this right here? They don't even have this right here to where you can see that they have a message right now. You know what I mean? Like some people just don't want any notifications showing on their phone. No, that's the thing. Like you can totally, this whole thing could be gone and it could be like no one texts me, no one's calling me.
Know what you're talking about.
So you can see if I got a couple texts here. I know some sneaky ass niggas who don't have any of these down here. Like you can't even see if anyone texts or called. Like they gotta go to the actual app. You know what I'm saying?
Actually click on it and let it open.
Yes. So therefore, when they sneaky asses do have their phone regular, it's like, oh, you can't see nothing anyways. You know what I'm saying?
That's like OD sneaky.
No, it's OD sneaky, and you can also just turn your like. I don't have text notifications, and it's not because I'm sneaky, but I just don't have it to where it comes up on my screen right here. You know what is it?
I have the privacy text notification, so like
I don't even have that.
From, but it won't show
Right.
the message.
I don't even have that. I don't even get the notification that someone sent me a message, and I'm single, so it's not because I'm trying to be sneaky.
So
but
what you trying to do?
I'm not trying to do anything. That's just how it was set up, you know. But
You trying to tell me your phone default came like that?
It didn't default, but you know, just one day. I'm not in a relationship, so. But
it sounds
real
like
shit.
It sounds like you enabled that setting, ma'am.
And I may have at one point. But the fact is, it wasn't enabled while I was in a relationship. So at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to be sneaky with myself. But the fact is, you can turn off all of your notifications. You don't have to get an IG notification, a text message notification. It's not even going to show up here. You see how I got my Poshmark notifications? It's not even going to come up there. Nothing. So, and yes, I do know a couple of the OD sneaky people.
So I've noticed that there are times where like you have your delivery like thing turned off, where it's like if I send you a message, it'll be like you have your shit on
red,
on silent or something.
Oh yeah, after nighttime, right?
Yeah,
that's my
it's
night
like,
mode. Yeah,
it'll be like, oh, it was delivered quietly or whatever, or I can like still deliver it to you to where like you could like actually get the notification.
I didn't know that happened on my phone. To be honest, I didn't know because when I text my little sister, she always has her phone on like DND, and it'll say delivered quietly, and I press the button. You know the button.
and that's supposed to make it still like alert them.
See, and that's the thing because even when people like I get my. It's the same way. Like I don't get any notification, no matter if you deliver it quietly or not. It's just when I look at my messages like this, I see the number of messages I have. That's how I know I have a text. But other than that, I don't know the difference between that. That's why I wanted to know too. Because I asked my sister, I'm like, what happens when I press deliver anyways? She was like, I hate when you do that.
Because it still goes through. It still makes the noise.
On her phone, I'm going to have to go through my settings again, y'all, because I'm single and I'm not trying to be sneaky. So.
See, I've never if I put my phone on D&D, it's literally because we're recording and I don't want for somebody to call me while we're in the middle of recording on my phone. But other
it's
than
broad
that,
daylight right now. Why would it be on D&D?
I don't know why people put their phones on D&D at all. So like I can't give the answer to that. But I will say the older men that I have dated, they are very intentful of when we spend time together. They want to genuinely spend time with me, so they're not in their phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, I wouldn't like think twice really about them having their phone like on DND or like on silent or whatever, because I know that like they are men of power, so they run businesses and operate shit or whatever. So like, I totally understand they don't want for their phone to be like going haywire while they're with me. So I get that, but like, if I'm dealing with a guy who's like a 9 to 5er, and when we get around each
You're on
other,
your phone.
this little moon is on the screen, I'm gonna be like,
yeah, true. Like, what the fuck is
what
that?
are you doing? Or if your phone is literally every time like you're done texting, you immediately put your phone face down. It's like,
you're double sneaky.
You're doing some shit, because really the way that my mind goes, maybe like the germaphobe, like the OCD in me, that's the part of the phone that you put on your face. So why would you
putting it?
Why would you want that part to be face down? Like, and we're at a restaurant, or like we're at the bar or something. It's just it's weird. It's a little suspect to me. So I would have to say, is their phone being on DND or face down on the table? As long as they're up to no good. So I think we're both saying yes to that.
And about the phone shit, like how you said the older men are intentful about spending time, I think that it's like so draining having to, it doesn't matter how old you are, if you're grown, having to explain to a grown ass man like, hey, I don't like how you're always on the phone when we hang out with each other. I don't like how we don't spend that much time, and when I see you, you're always playing this fucking game. That is an issue for me.
So I had actually saw a clip from Finesse 2 Times. I don't remember what show it was he was on, but he was talking about how like being in the phone is like a young woman's game, or like a woman that's never really been with a real man, because he feels like in the morning when he wakes up, like if you wake up and the first thing you do is get on your phone, but like you're not conducting business, like you just wake up and you just like start scrolling on Instagram or whatever. He's like, no, I'm not fucking with no woman who does that. Like, when I get up, I don't care what time it is, you need to get up and you need to clean yourself up. You need to start cleaning the house. You need to start cooking. You need to start like kicking into gear and start doing womanly shit. And I will definitely say that it is a younger woman's thing to be a little bit more attached to your phone than in previous generations. I personally don't know if I want for my man to just be like, bitch, I'm up at 5 a.m., so you're up at 5 a.m. I think that as long as the house is clean, and as long as I make sure that before you get your day started, you're equipped with everything that you need to make that happen, I don't think it should be a requirement for me to be up at the ass crack of dawn just because you're up at the ass crack of dawn.
Just because you're up, I don't see the requirement. But if you are a girl or a young girl who, like, you wake up not until 9 or 10 o'clock, you're still in your bed, you're on your phone, you haven't brushed your teeth or cooked or made sure that I had what I needed, then yeah, there's a problem. But just because you're up at 5, like, if my partner works at 5 in the morning and I don't work until 7, babe, I'm not getting up, and you're just gonna have to wait. So, and yes, when I do get up, first thing I do is pray, and then I, you know how you gotta take like 5 minutes to think when you wake up, because at work I can't think about nothing. So I have to like think about the things I have to do. I think about everything I have to do, and then, very contradictory to praying, I check my OnlyFans, which is a source of income. And then balance. I go to work. Okay, very much balance. And I don't think that I have to be up when you are, just so you can say, oh, my bitch gets up when I do. For what? What's the accomplishment in that? Let me get rest so I can treat you better. Ooh, and that actually goes into the meme that I saw. It says, "Can't always be about getting a bag. Get you some rest and some peace too." So I totally agree with that, because I have that problem all the time. So acknowledging the importance of finding a work and life balance. Like, what do you do? Like, what works for you?
So I am a very firm believer in choosing peace over salary. Throughout the years, I have had jobs that might have paid better than others, but if y'all are going to be stressing me out Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, I would rather take the job that is going to pay me $4,000 less annually than the job that's going to pay me more, but you're going to be on my ass the whole time. I'm going to be micromanaged. I'm going to be working with people who I can't
right,
fucking
for $80
stand.
extra every 2 weeks.
It's like for me personally, that's not worth it. So that's like one of the main things that I make sure that I do when it comes to work-life balance is like, I have to say that most of the jobs that like I've maintained, I've kept them because they're cakewalks. You know what I'm saying? Like my current job, I've been there for over a year, and it's a cakewalk. When I go to work, I'm literally at work, and when I leave work, I'm not thinking about work. I've had jobs before where like I would be dreaming about fucking work. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. No.
And that to me is like the worst fucking thing ever. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that it's healthy. I don't think that it's healthy, honestly, for that to be the case. You know what I mean? Like when you work to live, you know what I'm saying? Versus being able to like work to provide for you to live, that's when it's a whole different ballgame. And I'm very firm in setting boundaries with my coworkers and with my management. I worked for this one accounting firm downtown, and I was the office manager, so they needed for me to know the birthdays of all of the employees because they wanted for us to celebrate them, this on the third, whatever. So the managing partners, I had a group text with the two of them and like our general manager, and he texted me at like 1:00 in the morning and was like, so-and-so was just celebrating her birthday on Instagram, and I had no idea it was even her birthday. Like, this is extremely unacceptable, and like this needs to be fixed first thing in the morning. So in my mind, it's 1:00 in the morning. I happen to be awake. But if I wasn't awake, this is now the message that I get to wake up to. That's unfair. That's unfair. In the case where I was awake, now this is the message that gets to play on my fucking mind while I'm trying to go to sleep. And number 3, I was a single woman at the time, but had I actually been laying in the bed with a man, my man, and my manager's texting me at 1:00 in the morning about some shit like this, oh no, baby, any man that I have been with would have said no. Like, that's completely inappropriate. So I made sure that the next day when I got to work, that I told our general manager, I'm like, listen, either you can tell him or I will tell him, but I work from the hours of 8:30 to 5:30. He has until 7 p.m. to contact me
about any grievance.
After that, he needs to send it to me in an email. He is no longer allowed to text or call my personal line after 7 o'clock. I said that is extremely unprofessional and it's inconsiderate to me and my work-life balance. And the general manager, he was pretty much letting them run his entire fucking life. He was just like, wow, well, are you sure you want me to say something? I said, oh, well, if you're too scared to tell them, not a problem. I'll advocate for myself. I'm going to definitely advocate and set my fucking boundaries. And if they don't like it, they can find somebody fucking else. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about Jennifer Smith, my application's getting pulled, babe. I'll get a new fucking job.
I'm getting the job, babe.
I'll get a new fucking job.
And I'm passing the drug test.
I done passed every drug test I took, honey. Ain't never stopped smoking.
Yeah.
So how do you like set like work-life balance, or like how do you prioritize that for yourself?
I let my current job know, actually, because it's not the late night thing, it's the early morning thing. Because we have a situation where no matter what, I work at 7:30. But some of the people that I oversee, they work at 4 or 5 in the morning. So my boundary is you're going to have to give me a work line, a work cell phone, if you would like for these men to contact me at this time. The way that they have company cell phones, I would like one as well if I have to be answering my phone or making phone calls at a certain time of the morning. So because 6 a.m. and 5 a.m. is just excessive. Like, if you can't figure it out, I don't know. But I clock in at 7:30, and that's what time I'm going to start responding to anything. But as far as my personal life balance, I do have a hard time with that because I feel like I put a lot on myself, and then once I'm tired, like right now, currently at this moment, I have a situation where I go to sleep every time I have a chance. Like, when I get off of my day job, I go to sleep. I go to my mom's house on Easter, and I'm sleeping for hours. And I hit you up. I went to sleep the one day, and I text you at midnight, like, hey, I just woke up. Like,
5 hours.
If you don't find the balance, and now my balance is I think the main thing is not feeling like you have to be there for everybody. Like there's some days where it's like you can have your grandma, your mom, your cousins, your friends calling you because they need you that day, and it's like I'm so tired. I really just want to be here for y'all tomorrow. Like I will. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. If you want to have a 2-hour conversation, I'll do it with you tomorrow. Or I just won't answer and I'll tell you like, hey, I'm doing this. I'll call you back. But I think like not taking on everything else, like it just becomes more draining when you're constantly trying to balance being there for everyone that you know and having your kid and trying to have fun at the same time and trying to have a sex life as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes you not even want to have one. I'd be dead ass tired. But now though, I'm gonna be honest, this might sound bad. If I don't want to go to fucking work, I'm not going. And there's that. If I don't want to go, I'm not going. The other day I was too tired to go to my night job. I let you know too many hours in advance for you not to be able to figure it out. So therefore, I'm just going to let you know. And are you going to fire me because I caught off? If you do, like you said, my app is getting pulled and you didn't appreciate me in the first place. So I'm not too worried about it. But I do, I don't think anyone can say that they like their job. Work is work, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so I'm not going to say I like it, but I will say I like it more than other jobs that I've had. So I tolerate it, but I'm not tolerating the 5 a.m. calls. I'm not doing the 5 and 6 a.m. shit at all. So the boundary is get me a work cell phone. And also, if I tell you that I'm tired or just that I'm busy, just know that it's not like, oh, I'm busy, I gotta run to the store. No, if I brush off somebody and have to tell you I'm busy, it's legit because I'm dead ass tired and I just don't have room for anything else today. Because remember yesterday I was talking to you on the phone, bro, I got 10 people calling me at the same time. I'm like, oh my God, and they don't follow directions. Because I know when people are going to call me, like certain people, like you don't get off until a certain time. So I know around what time you call me. I know around what time my dad calls me. And it's like, or what time my mom calls me. So when I tell you to please call me by a certain time or after a certain time, it's for a reason. So I think people don't respect other people's boundaries and they end up getting drained. And that's what it is when it comes to balancing, like especially family. But work, I'm not going if I don't want to. And there's that.
Well, you know, there's a lot of power in saying no, whether it be work or like people like in your social life or partners or your kids or your family. Like, it's not always, it doesn't feel good sometimes saying no, but there is an extreme power behind it. And even in that immediate moment, it may not feel like a good thing for you, but you'll find peace. There's a reason why you said no. Yeah. You know what I mean? So definitely don't be scared to be like, I'm sorry, I just don't have that in my bandwidth to make happen today. And I fully agree with you on like not wanting to, if you don't want to go to work, don't go. Luckily I have a job that gives me PTO, so where like it's not really an issue. Like if I don't go, I'm still gonna get paid, and it's not like a crazy point system, you know what I'm saying?
Not discussing this.
Which is why I'm saying like my current job, I had another opportunity that was gonna probably end up paying me like, my check probably would have been like an extra $150 every check or whatever. But it was like the structure of their schedule was not going to afford me what my current job does. You know what I'm saying? Like I get 12 vacation days. I get a full week off for Thanksgiving, a full week off for Christmas. I get unlimited fucking sick days. So it's like, I gotta choose what makes sense. And I think that at least at the stage that I'm at in my life right now, I don't have any kids that are depending on me to buy them school clothes and school supplies. I don't have elderly parents that don't have the money to where it's like, oh, well, I gotta go to work and make sure I'm making money because I gotta make sure that my parents, mortgage is paid and that the water is on and all that shit. So, I mean, I know that this is a time period in my life where like I am able to get to the bag and stack the bag, but I don't have to kill myself to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?